Welcome back to Financial Market Insights for Traders. I'm your host, Sophia. And in today's episode, we're tackling one of the most underestimated challenges in the trading world: mastering your mind. Specifically, we're talking about trading psychology for funded accounts, how to stay calm, disciplined, and consistent when the pressure is high and the capital you're trading isn't your own. Let's get something straight right away. Trading with a funded account sounds like a dream. You're using someone else's capital. There's no personal financial risk on the line, and the potential for profit is very real. But the reality is a bit more complicated. Prop trading introduces a whole new level of psychological stress. You're under a microscope. There are strict rules, profit targets, drawdown limits, and the fear of getting your account revoked is always in the back of your mind. So, in this episode, we're going deep into what really happens inside your head when you're trading someone else's money and how to take control of it. Because if you don't manage fear, greed, and nerves, even the most technically sound trading strategy will collapse under pressure. Let's start with the basics. Understanding trading psychology in funded accounts. First up is fear. This isn't just a fear of losing money, because technically it's not your money. But that doesn't make it easier. You've got skin in the game in a different way. You fear breaching the rules. You fear being kicked out. And in practice, that leads to hesitation. You skip valid setups. You exit too early. Or you second guess yourself into paralysis. There's also the fear of missing out, FOMO. A trade takes off without you, and the next thing you know, you're chasing it. That's not analysis. That's emotion pretending to be urgency. And then there's greed, the flip side of fear. Greed drives you to chase targets too quickly. It tells you to ignore your plan because just one more trade might get you to that payout faster. So you over-leverage. You skip the stop loss. Or worse, you double down on losing trades trying to make it back. Which brings us to the third core emotion, nerves. Funded traders are often stuck in performance anxiety mode. They don't want to mess up, so they freeze. They overanalyze. They hesitate at exactly the wrong moment. Then they finally pull the trigger, only to second guess everything the moment they're in. Sound familiar? If it does, don't worry. This is normal. And more importantly, it's fixable. Let's talk about how to take back control. 1. Mindfulness and emotional awareness. Before you can change your reactions, you have to recognize them. Mindfulness is your first line of defense. This can be as simple as taking 3 deep breaths before every session, writing down how you feel in your trading journal. Yes, emotions, not just numbers. Asking one key question before each trade: is this trade part of my plan, or am I reacting to emotion? When you create that pause between stimulus and response, you make room for better decisions. 2. Build a structured trading plan and follow it. Discipline isn't about willpower. It's about systems. Your trading plan should cover entry and exit criteria, risk per trade, never more than 1 to 2%, daily loss limits, weekly performance reviews. This plan is your anchor. Without it, you'll drift into emotional territory fast. With it, you have something to return to every time fear or greed tries to hijack your session. 3. Step away after big wins or losses. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But it works. After a big win, you feel invincible. That's when you're most likely to overtrade, overleverage, and give it all back. After a big loss, emotions run high. That's when revenge trading creeps in. So create a rule. After a session with either a significant win or loss, step away for a few hours or the rest of the day. Let your emotional state reset. 4. Use a trade checklist every single time. Here's a simple checklist to run before every trade. Does this setup match my plan? Is my risk size appropriate? Have I defined my stop loss and take profit? Am I trading from a neutral mindset or reacting emotionally? This takes 2 minutes, max, but it could save you from a week of bad trades. 5. Control the flow of information. One of the biggest stress amplifiers? Information overload. Stop watching every news alert. Stop switching between 12 time frames. Pick your sources. Pick your process. And limit your screen time. You don't need more input. You need better decisions, and those come from clarity. 6. Move your body to reset your mind. Don't underestimate the role of physical well being in trading psychology. Go for a walk, hit the gym, do some yoga, burn off that nervous energy. A clear mind starts with a calm body. 7. Build emotional resilience by practicing like a pro. Simulate stress. Practice execution. Journal your thoughts. Review your trades weekly. All of these actions build resilience, which is the ability to keep trading even when the stakes feel high. Start with demo accounts. Graduate to small size trades. Master your mindset before you scale up. The real difference between pros and amateurs, it's not just strategy, it's emotional control. Pros don't get caught up in individual wins or losses. They follow their edge, protect their capital, and manage themselves like a business. Amateurs chase trades. They abandon the plan at the first sign of doubt. They let emotion lead, and it always ends the same way. So if you want to stay funded, the work isn't just in your charts, it's in your head. Final thoughts. The mind is the market. If you've made it this far, here's the truth. You don't need to be the smartest trader. You don't need the most advanced strategy. You just need to be calm when others aren't. You need to follow your rules when it would feel better not to. You need to trade your plan even when your gut is screaming at you to deviate. That's what separates the traders who last from the ones who don't. And if you're looking for a prop trading firm that supports disciplined, structured traders, check out crystalballmarkets.com. They offer broker-backed funding, clear rules, and the tools to help you trade like a professional. This has been Sophia with Financial Market Insights for Traders. Until next time, trade your plan, manage your emotions, and protect your capital. You're in this for the long game. Make it count.